Hello, beautiful sacred souls. My name is Allison Batty-Capps, and today I'm going to explore how I healed from schizophrenia, my journey bridging brain, trauma, and recovery. So for many years, I struggled with schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder, which is bipolar and schizophrenia. And for a long time, I believed that my brain alone was broken and that medication was the only path to recovery or stability. What I've learned through lived experience, therapy, and neuroscience is that it's far more complicated. Schizophrenia does involve biology, and in my case, trauma, and the environment interacting in profound ways. So biology did set the stage. My brain, like many who experience schizophrenia or bipolar, had some vulnerabilities. There were differences in neurotransmitters, in neural networks that made me more sensitive to stress. Medication did help me regulate my system and provided a foundation for stability. Trauma triggered my symptoms. I also experienced chronic trauma in early life, which included emotional, physical, and sexual boundary violations. And I grew up in environments that were unsafe, invalidating, and triggering. Trauma overloaded my nervous system, and I was stable up until my late 30s. And the chronic trauma led to this deregulation. It contributed to the emergence of my symptoms. So why environment matters? When I lived in environments that constantly triggered my nervous system, my symptoms were at their peak. Removing myself from these triggers was a turning point. It allowed my nervous system to calm and my brain to respond to therapy, medication, and supportive practices. Healing through integration. Recovery for me was not about a quick fix or simply controlling symptoms with medication. It's been a holistic process. Trauma-informed therapy, mindfulness, yoga, setting boundaries with unsafe relationships, and yes, medication. The support of trusted partners and providers gave me a safe relational container to practice self-regulation and, most importantly, autonomy. What this means for others. Schizophrenia isn't just a brain disease, nor is it simply caused by trauma. It is a complex interaction of both. My recovery shows that it is possible to achieve symptom-free periods for years when we address trauma and regulate the nervous system, remove ourselves from unsafe or triggering environments, engage in supportive relationships and practices, use medication and therapy as tools, not as the only solutions. So here are some key takeaways. Healing from schizophrenia is possible. It requires understanding the brain, honoring the nervous system, and creating safety in relationships and environment. My lived experience gives me a unique perspective on guiding others, showing that even in conditions traditionally considered chronic, long-term wellness is achievable. If you're interested in going deeper, I invite you to read my book, The Divine Within, Healing Ourselves to Heal the World, which chronicles my healing journey and offers a complex understanding of how mental health symptoms arise from experiences throughout our life and how to actually build a relationship with ourselves that can lead to healing and integration. Or you can go to my website, blossomingheartwellness.com, to learn more about online courses and how to work with me. And if you found this interesting, I hope you'll like, comment, subscribe, share, follow me. I want to build a community that destigmatizes mental health and builds some safety and support for one another. Sending you deep love and appreciation.